At Newark Liberty International Airport, a United Airlines aircraft was involved in a collision during landing. Thankfully, the plane still landed safely, and there were no injuries reported. Routine maintenance and operational safety checks are not just technical procedures. Sometimes they become the deciding factor that helps reduce risk during critical moments. Badoozy Rock is an area where large waves and slippery rocks create extremely dangerous conditions. In environments like this, just one moment of distraction can change everything very quickly. The incident in Auburn shows how a single bad decision near railroad tracks can lead to irreversible consequences. The human brain often misjudges the speed of trains when viewing them from a distance. Have you ever been in a situation where you had to react this quickly? Let's all comment amen to give thanks to God. In situations like these, what do you think matters more, skill or reaction time? The horse was probably the most innocent victim in this situation because it had absolutely no understanding of the traffic rules created by humans.
Whoa. They put another line out for it.
An unexpected situation off the coast of Miami ended safely after a man was rescued from a spinning boat. In chaotic environments like this, staying calm is often much harder than people watching from the outside might imagine. Which moment in today's video made you replay it a second time?
His tires weren't spinning until
In Oklahoma City on Tuesday, April 14th, the most important detail was that nobody was hurt. In many major incidents, even a tiny difference in timing or position can completely change the outcome. If you feel comfortable sharing, what part of the United States are you watching from today? Traffic laws sometimes seem annoying, until a situation like this happens. What caught many people's attention the most was that the person responsible simply drove away as if nothing had happened. Did this moment remind you of a real-life experience you've personally gone through? Rare footage captured almost the entire life cycle of a tornado from formation to dissipation. Phenomena like this remind us that nature always operates beyond human control. During emergencies, panic often causes people to make slower and less accurate decisions.
Ay, no, mira, saltó una ventana.
Pero señora, no se meta.
¿Y de dónde salió la ventana?
De arriba, cayó de arriba. Mira cómo se mueve el vidrio, mira este vidrio cómo se mueve, chica.
The aviation incident in South Carolina caused a Cessna 150D to overturn. It's also a reminder of how important aircraft structure and quick reaction skills are in high-pressure situations. Look at that. The eruption in the Canary Islands pushed lava to the surface with incredible force. These glowing red flows are direct proof of the enormous energy still moving deep beneath the earth. Along the Seine River, a bus and a car were pulled from the water after falling into the river. According to Le Monde, the initial cause involved a trainee driver in Juvisy-sur-Orge. In many traffic incidents, psychological pressure can quickly turn small mistakes into serious situations. You are not alone on this road. Sometimes a simple sentence like that can make a huge emotional difference during stressful moments.
The girls are out. The girls are out. We got a problem. Houston, we have a problem. Yep, got them up here. And I'm still here. Yes, I am.
Natural disasters combined with weak infrastructure often create almost immediate consequences, especially when people no longer have enough time to react. From a physics standpoint, this is the kind of situation where humans have very little time to react effectively.
Mierda. Concha, es mal. Ah, mal. Cuidado, cuidado. Cuidado.
Have you ever experienced an earthquake where you live? I'd really like to hear how people there handled it.
Tak boleh lalu. Biar awak besar gila ni. Ya Allah, dia serang kereta.
In nature, motherhood is not always gentle. With Scolopendra gigantea and many other species, it can sometimes take the form of near-total sacrifice in order to sustain the next generation. Turns out wives are all the same.
Kia ora. Today we're here at Ohope. And check this out. Ah, check that out. Please don't bite me, but it's one of the most venomous snakes in the sea. So this fella's on his way out. Really cool to see, really real.
I usually give difficult tasks to lazy people, not because they avoid work, but because they often find simpler and more efficient ways to get things done. In Ranchero, Florida, a storm turned a mobile home into what looked like a flying object. Lightweight structures are often the most vulnerable when extreme weather exceeds their original design limits. The witness chose to stop a simple decision that can sometimes become the most important factor in preventing an even worse outcome. This wasn't just a weather incident. It also reflected the consequences of infrastructure that had not been properly reinforced for extreme conditions. If you had to choose one, would you say this is the kind of video that's better to watch in the morning or at night? In Caboolture, always put personal safety above property. In many emergency situations, calling trained professionals is often much safer than trying to handle everything alone. Do you usually pay attention to the early warning signs around you?
يلا اطلعوا اطلعوا.
That day, traffic was apparently being directed by a pony. Today's picnic came with some very unexpected live entertainment. At the Cincinnati Zoo, cameras captured a rare moment between two species that would normally seem completely unrelated. Sometimes nature creates interactions that humans could never predict. Staying calm and controlling your speed doesn't just help protect yourself, it also helps your brain maintain more accurate decision-making under pressure. Staying focused while driving is a responsibility that should never be underestimated. Just a few seconds of distraction can send everything in a completely different direction. The incident in Houston is a classic example of infrastructure failure, not because of one single mistake, but because of a chain of small problems building up over time. Do you think people should practice simulated emergency situations before driving? A negotiation that went wrong from the very beginning. In stressful situations, emotions often react faster than logic. Unexpected situations always test a person's true reaction skills. In Roy, a small aircraft crashed into a residential area on July 24th. Even in a wide open sky, danger can still appear in ways nobody expects.
Para silang mga baka.
They don't have a choice. I don't know.
Be honest. If you opened your front door and saw police officers chasing goats down your street, what would your first reaction be? Do you usually pay attention to risks that aren't immediately visible? Two giants meeting in a space that was just a little too tight. This is a perfect example of how heavy industrial environments always demand extremely precise coordination. In the middle of the chaos, cars were swept away so easily, they looked like toys being controlled by the floodwaters. It's another reminder of how powerful flash floods can become within a very short time. The people of Ruidoso had barely recovered from wildfire damage before floods arrived. The question of fire or flood reflects the helplessness many communities face when disasters happen back to back. Scuba diving opens the door to a colorful world of marine life. The ocean covers more than 70% of the Earth, yet most of it still remains a mystery to humanity.
Now this is a rainbow.
I put this block thinking that would help.
Is he dumb or something?
I don't really know.
All right, let me call you back. I'll
Here again.
An American alligator quietly moved through a residential neighborhood in Bluffton on May 4th. It struggled against fences' obstacles that do not exist in its natural environment.
That one doesn't push as hard. He has to go to the door.
I could get in there. I'll go check.
Please. Wait, what if it cracks the door? Long enough.
On May 4th in Galway, a Darth Vader suddenly appeared, but not to conquer the galaxy. Instead, the character casually walked along the riverbank as if everything were completely normal.
I think this cat, oh my gosh, is actually stalking him. Oh! Oh man! You're a dummy.
In Tultepec, a busy market was preparing for festival season. But within moments, everything was replaced by a massive explosion. Environments containing flammable materials always require extremely strict safety control. Have you ever witnessed an industrial accident or emergency situation near where you live? And in your opinion, is workplace safety being taken seriously enough today? Never stop on railroad tracks or attempt to cross unless you are completely sure the way ahead is clear. Just a few seconds of hesitation can create a situation nobody has time to escape from. On May 24th, 2025 in suburban Addison, a truck explosion shattered the quiet of the entire neighborhood. The helplessness of this young woman almost seems to spill right out of the frame. Even while carrying a small child, this man reacted with incredible speed and saved the BMW from a collision by the narrowest margin. This unusual accident is a reminder that lithium-ion batteries must be stored with great care. Danger can begin with even the smallest things. One failed link set off consequences for the entire train, and several oil tank cars were destroyed soon after. In Hutchinson, Kansas, on February 22, 2025, an auto repair shop exploded violently about 20 seconds after firefighters managed to evacuate the owner. It looks like the car really wanted to escape from its owner. Danger always shows up when we are the least guarded, and this moment is a very clear reminder of that. If moments like these are what you enjoy, a like and a subscription would be a wonderful way to support us. Just because it did not like its own reflection in the glass, this buffalo decided to deal with the whole roadside house as well. This squirrel climbed onto the chair and looked straight into the camera like it was about to greet the whole world. Leave a 1 in the comments to say hello back. In the wild, the instinct to run helps deer survive, but in a human environment, it can quickly create chaos. This is a costly reminder that every warning sign on the road exists for a reason. The out-of-control bus came straight onto the sidewalk, and the woman on the motorcycle was standing just outside the edge of disaster. The impact was enough to make anyone who saw it jump, but the man stood up so calmly as if he had only stumbled for a second. Do you think the chase between the police car and that vehicle looks a little like the way you go chasing after love? That small car was hanging in the air like it had joined some unexpected moving operation, only to be carried away by the wind.
Sky and shit like.
The driver even raised a hand to wave as if to say, "It is okay. This is just an unexpected situation." I understand exactly how he feels right now. What about you? Oh, I had just seen the guy casually washing the car, and then the golf cart behind him decided to move on its own. This is one of those moments that shows kindness and responsibility in everyday life. This was definitely one family gathering that none of them will ever forget. Did anyone notice the arm of the man in the red shirt? A couple were struck by a flying board in the middle of a violent windstorm, and God protected them in this astonishing moment. In the middle of the fierce wind, the warmest part of this scene is that the owner did not leave the animal behind in a moment of danger. Nature is no joke, and this is exactly why staying indoors during heavy rain is the smart choice. No alarm, no time to think, just pure survival instinct. In your opinion, what made this woman act this way? It seems the wife cleaned the glass door so well that the husband completely forgot it was even there. Unbelievable. How did it even squeeze through that tiny window? Closing the refrigerator door properly may seem like a small step, but it can prevent a lot of trouble inside a store. Workplace safety is never a small matter. Always make sure equipment is stable and never stand on a cart while moving fragile goods. Operating a large vehicle is never easy, and even small mistakes can lead to serious incidents. That is why we always need focus and patience in every move we make. Luck smiled on this young woman. Always stay alert and watch carefully when you are out in traffic. This moment reminds us that for older adults, moving slowly and carefully is always important. In just a few seconds, the earthquake in Japan shook everything so violently it felt like a scene from an action movie. I always love hearing from you, so tell me this. For you, is this the kind of video that feels best on a television, or are you watching on a phone or a tablet? Northern Taiwan was overwhelmed by heavy rain and flooding as Typhoon Krathon swept through, creating a scene that anyone would stop and stare at. Oh gosh, what are you feeling right now? It was a small trick, but the price turned out to be anything but small. Do you know a safer way to remove ice? This guy definitely does not like anyone dressing like him. This scene is so precise, it is hard to tell whether it is nature or AI generated. Who do you think was at fault in this situation, and do you think insurance would cover it? Let us talk about it in the comments below the video. No one was hurt. But this incident shows how important it is to follow weight limits and carry out proper technical checks before operating machinery. Fortunately, his motorcycle also left him with a memorable lesson about safety. If this car could talk, it would probably say just one thing: I am innocent. The most painful thing right now is not only the ice cream freezer, it is also the shop owner's wallet. Do not forget to tell me what country you are watching from. This guy is from China. No cape, no superpowers. This woman did something extraordinary with just one well-timed pull. A breathtaking near miss, a moment where both luck and courage played a role. What I really keep wondering while watching this moment is why the authorities were still allowing people outside in weather this bad. This wind looked like it wanted to show off its strength, and one piece of that trash bin decided to grab itself a surprise trip. On the night of October 14th in Humboldt, Tennessee, a bright green fireball lit up the sky in a way no one expected. Thanks to someone noticing that unusual bulge, the risk of a grain bin collapse was spotted early. The sheriff shared his thanks for that careful observation.
Oh man, I don't see how pouring concrete on a rooftop could ever be a good idea.
Who do you think should be held responsible for this incident?
Señoras y señores, penal para River aquí en Porto Alegre.
It may not have gone as expected, but honestly, this was not handled badly at all. Sometimes the most important thing is simply staying calm and getting through it. I really want to know, Do you usually watch clips like this more on your phone or on television? This is a clear warning that when a job is dangerous, you should never do it alone. People say they love their pets, but the way this one was treated made it look like nothing more than something that could be tied up anywhere. The people carrying out their duties ended up becoming victims of an accident, all because of the selfish behavior of some people on the road. Who would have thought a simple walk could turn so dramatic? Just one question. What is the most important safety tip you learned from this video? Leave a like for this man's incredible reflexes and quick thinking. After this clip, you will understand why standing too close to large trucks is never a good idea. In moments like this, all you need is one confident smile. Leave an 8 in the comments if you agree with me. On February 13th in Taichung, Taiwan, a horrifying explosion at the Shinkong Mitsukoshi department store shook the entire area and left painful consequences behind. Some people are simply better off staying away from situations they cannot handle. This was one fireworks experience that the old man will never forget. It is hard to believe, but the calmest person in this situation was the one who had just been in the accident. The forklift driver lost control of the situation a moment that reminds us how important it is to stay focused at all times. Every fall, the lawn at Kylie Briggs' home turns into a stage for tiny visitors that are more than enough to make anyone smile. A moment that shows how nature's power can surpass expectations. Just one operational error can cause major damage, a serious reminder for every transportation system. What lesson did you take away from this video? Share it in the comments below. If this is the part you would want to watch again, leave a 9 below. What lesson did you take from this funny situation?
There you go. Good.
Heavy rain in Mangalore on June 14, 2025, caused a boundary wall on Suvarna Lane in Kankandi to collapse onto a nearby property, with sparks also shooting out from the transformer beside it. A staircase designed this poorly can sometimes be just as dangerous as a trap inside the home. The cost of alcohol can sometimes be far greater than one short moment of fun. A dramatic shelf cloud appeared over Maryland, creating a rare and striking scene. Oh gosh. For today's seafarers, this definitely was not an easy shift. A moment where nature made itself heard. Thankfully, no vehicles were below. Nothing grabs attention like the raw power of nature. If you are surprised, comment the number 9. The order had not even reached the customer yet, but the dress had already decided to clock out early. This time, luck really did play a part in keeping him safe. Nature speaks through the wind. This footage from the Philippines clearly shows how unpredictable weather conditions can be. If it were you, would you believe in luck? The storm winds were so strong they turned an umbrella into a kite. It is best not to try holding on to it. Thankfully, everyone was still safe. The rest is now for the police and the insurance company to handle. Did this moment feel familiar to you? Because you have gone through something similar yourself.
Oh my God.
This was definitely not in the fire department's training manual. An intense moment caught on security camera, thankfully. Rocky the dog is safe. Nature seemed to be throwing a sudden test at how fast those legs could react. Never think driving a truck is simple. If the cargo is not secured properly, then the truck should not be on the road. If this scene reminded you of a moment from your own life, I would truly love to hear about it. Just a little carelessness created an unexpected domino effect. These two monkeys may have felt the same sense of peace in this office space. A visitor no one wanted to welcome. Young children should never cross the street alone, not even for a few steps. This was not just luck. It was also the small car driver's very precise steering skill. The road was not wide, but both the sport utility vehicle and the motorcycle wanted to take up the whole path. Who do you think needs to see this video today? Tag them. A moment that would make anyone laugh. This definitely looks like the work of someone who just started on the job. Just look at that man. He is literally standing there laughing. I truly wish I could have been there in that moment just to hear what those pants would have had to say. It looks like the shelf wanted to create a display that was a little too different. This is definitely not the first time this guy has stopped by Garcia's house. What is your favorite time to sit back, relax, and watch videos like these?
差点 GG 啊！ Oh no.
No manual can prepare you for situations like this. Staying calm makes all the difference. Instead of running for cover, this boy decided to recharge in a very unusual way.
И туда пропихнуть за ванну. Вот это реально.
If your delivery showed up late today, this might be the explanation. This bridge, with its confusing design, really is a tough challenge for a lot of drivers. Luckily, no one was in danger. It is a reminder that every construction project needs regular supervision and careful evaluation to keep people safe. I really want to know where you are watching from today and what the weather is like there right now. Thin ice is not the place to test your curiosity. Sometimes when equipment stops working, the best thing to do is not to force it right away, but to stop and check it carefully. Do not let rushing turn the situation into something even harder to control. Slippery roads and tight curves, a real challenge for any driver. Fortunately, no one was hurt. I am genuinely curious about the result of her driving test. How many points would you give him for handling this moment? As for me, I take away one clear lesson. Children always need to stay within sight at all times.
他说那。
A newly built section of a bridge in southwest China suddenly collapsed. What might have led to this? Just a few seconds could have changed everything. This video highlights the thin line between risk and luck on the road. Most people go to a gas station to fuel up, but this guy ended up fueling a fireball. He wanted to impress his girlfriend with some stylish swerving, but nearly ended up giving himself a lesson he would never forget. In the state where you live, do situations like this happen often?
Your wife and talking to you, and you know where you're going. Holy Jesus Christ!
Just one lightning strike from the sky was enough to reveal the terrifying power of nature as the whole space seemed to explode right in front of the car. This really looks far more dramatic than it sounds. Thankfully, everyone made it to safety in time.
오호, 처음에 딜로.
You will probably realize that using a chainsaw is not as simple as it looks after watching this remarkable moment.